As far as myself, God, man, I mean, I'm going to go with my first, my first impulse. I'll start with a brief tie, and then I'll declare a winner. I have a special fondness for Don't Stop the Sandman because that's where the whole thing started, and I think that it's really, really well done. I also really like Here Comes the Fool You Wanted, which combines Eurythmics with Bon Jovi with Cinderella at the end. Cinderella kind of shows up, but you kind of have to listen hard.
Nobody's Fool.
Exactly. That shows up. But I just love the whole notion of that moody Dead or Alive thing going into Here Comes the Rain Again. It's just like, wow, it works really well. And then the last one that I would mention would be this one that we have called Round and Separated. And that's a combination of, again, a Journey song, which is Separate Ways with Rats Round and Round. And to tell you the truth, I think that might be my favorite song on the record, and for a few reasons. Number one is that I'm a big Journey head, and I love those guys, and hearing Steve Perry sing when I was a kid is what made me want to sing. And so that's reason number one. Reason number two is they go so well together, those two songs. They rock really hard, and I always thought Separate Ways was like Journey's hardest rocking song, but this rocks even harder than the version that they did of that. And it's definitely a rock. There's no doubt that Separate Ways is a rock song. And lastly, when you have a hero, and it's like, I think that it's a safe thing to say, although there's millions of singers who I really, really love and I'm amazed by, but Steve Perry is probably my favorite singer. And, when we did Don't Stop the Sandman, it was early in the game, and I didn't really try to do too many things, going off of the melody that we all know and love, and I'm very happy with the vocal, but when we did Round and Separated, it was much, much later in the recording process, and I thought, well, how do you, do something different than the master? I mean, how do you, try to make something your own that's already been interpreted by what, for my money, is the greatest rock singer of all time, and that's Steve Perry. And so I really focused myself, especially on like the second verse out of that, and said, let me break up some melodies, let me change some notes, let me do some things a little bit differently. I'll do the first verse real faithfully, no pun intended, to what Perry did, and then I'm going to kind of go off from there. And I did that, and I was just really proud of the fact that I thought, well, I'm certainly not going to say it's better than what Steve Perry did, because I think that would be a very hard feat indeed, but I can say that it's different, and there's some different things on there, and I'm proud of that, because the guy's my hero, and I feel like I kind of put my own flavor on something that, originated with him, and I'm proud of that. I'm going to cry right now.
And
so beautiful.
Because we know Paul Stanley's joined us for the evening as well. Paul, which one is your favorite?
Something, first of all, Rustin, I mean, you got to think about it like this. Kiss is like a buffet. And I mean, if Gene and I are the filet mignon, then Ace and Peter were those little breadsticks you got in the corner of the table that you chew on in between courses. The thing is, my favorite song has got to be, of course, Straight to Rock City, because, let's face it, there's Great, there's Better, and then there's Kiss. Dude, it's really weird.
You just make that up.
Yeah, I did.
That's great.
But it sounds like something he'd say.
Totally.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, yeah, that would be Paul's favorite. I don't know, I'm also real fond of What's Dreaming of a Whole Lot of Breakfast. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's another really good one.
I don't know, looking at Gene's waistline, Paul, I'm thinking that's the one he's thinking of.
Right.
Well, it's not, you know what, Rusty, it's not his waistline that makes it look big, it's his wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
See? And because
one of those, wraparound wallets.
He's just got wallet money strapped all over his abdomen, man. That's what that is.
And because you guys are in the industry, you know this better than I do. See, I assumed all this time it was just his ego settling.
That's good.
You said it, man. We didn't.
That's right.
Well, my favorite thing about Paul Stanley, Paul Stanley, much like Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee Herman has 3 voices, Paul Stanley has 2 voices. Because he got the offstage Paul, and then you got the onstage Paul. I gotta tell you people, and you're like, where does the one become the other one?
Yeah.
Where's like the line that goes between going, so we were sitting around in Long Island and talking about forming a band, and then singing, I got a love gun.
Right.
What the hell is that? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Have you gotten any feedback from any of your contemporaries about your blending of their tunes?
You know what? That's it's funny that you ask, and it's like my fondest wish for this, seriously. And you're the first person that I've said this in the press to, is that I'm waiting for the day anxiously that we're going to hear from one or more of the great artists whose work we humbly tried to recreate or reimagine or whatever you'll have it, that they enjoyed it. I have heard rumors already that Joe Elliott of Def Leppard linked to it, and that makes me very, very happy because I love those guys and I love Joe. And I've also heard some positive things from the Alice Cooper camp, but until those things are verified in stone, we'll have to see. So the safe answer for now is there are rumblings that we've heard stuff from people, but when things are certain, I will certainly post it.
And somewhere Axl Rose is beating up a punching bag with your face on it.
Well, as long as he changes the faces and it's not always me, that's okay.
There you go. Now, one of the things...
You know what? I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, that's very nice. And and the thing is too, I think that whenever any of them do hear it, and I think it's inevitable that they will, I really hope that they, if I were in their shoes, I hope that they'll be complimented by it, and be like, wow, that's really cool that these guys, took the time to do something like that and do it with integrity and hopefully do it well. And I think that that's hopefully what it'll get, and I got my fingers crossed.
So are you guys going out on tour in support of this album?
Absolutely, man. I mean, first of all, we've been getting offers from all over the place.
All over the world.
All over the U.S., all over the U.K., and that's the goal. When we were making the record, we said, once the record's done, if people perceive it the way we think they're going to perceive it and like it and enjoy it, then, we're going to go out and just rock out. I mean, we want it to have fun. And, what better way to have fun than, playing your favorite songs for people, have them totally dig it, and just have a party. And so, yeah, we are definitely gonna go out and play this thing, man. Can we bring it on stage? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's like riding a bike. You don't forget how to rock out.
It's been unbelievable, the reaction and the offers that we've been getting to play. And in fact, I would love to put a couple plugs in, Rusty, that I hope you'll
plug away.
The first one is we're going to be playing Melodic Rock Fest in Elgin, Illinois, and I believe it's May 1st. But Melodic Rock Fest is, honestly, if you're a fan of melodic rock music, you could not do a whole lot better than going to this thing. I think the prices are terrific, and it's like 8 bands each day. Great bands who do this music and do it so well. And we're just honored to be on that bill, and I think, so we know that's coming. So by all means, check that out and enjoy that. Also, another thing I want to plug is that we have actually been getting a lot of radio airplay all over the world, actually, and it grows every day. I'm hearing about it in the UK and in Boston and in Philadelphia and in Denver and in Ohio and lots of other places. But the whole thing kind of began because a couple of DJs out of Memphis named Drake and Zeke started playing us on their show and playing us a lot. And overnight, literally, we just saw this huge outpouring of support from the south of the USA. And it's grown and grown and grown because all those people have been kind enough to link or post their friends and people who they think enjoy rock music to us. And that's been a big part of building our fan base. So anybody who is reading Rustin's interview, if we can ask a favor of you, if you wouldn't mind calling up your favorite local rock radio station and telling them about this band called Rock Sugar, be sure to mention, I mean, believe me when I tell you, they get a million calls a day about, oh, you got to play this band because they're great, and they're used to hearing that. It's like, okay. But if you say, listen, there's a band named Rock Sugar, and they're doing something nobody's done before. They're taking classic 80s pop and classic 80s metal and playing them at the same time. That might get their attention. And you can direct them to the YouTube video of Don't Stop the Salmon or to our website. They can listen to the songs, and we'll be happy to help them out with copies of the CD, or if they want us to talk to them or anything like that, and get us on the air. Back in the day of the 80s, this is how a lot of bands happened, and we'd like to see that come back. We'd love to see this band actually happen because fans joined together and did something a la the Kiss Army and said, hey, we like this band and we want to hear this band on the radio as opposed to the stuff that we've heard a million times or things that we might not like as well. And if radio hears that enough from people, they will play this stuff. So if you feel like getting involved, if you want to join our street team and be part of this thing, and obviously if you help us achieve this goal, we will definitely return the favor and come and say hi to you and never else and maybe sleep on your lawn.
Yeah, it's also violent, but that's optional.
Yeah, that's optional. So anyway, you can coerce your local radio station into playing some Rock Sugar, and then let us know you did so. Either give us a heads up on our website or go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/rocksugar.band, and join us there and let us know how your efforts are going because we are trying to create a revolution, and you can all be a part of that if you'd like to be.